So, what does it take to build a SEMA-level show car? Most builders would tell you it takes years of planning, a huge budget, and a fully equipped professional shop. But what if you only had 60 days? What if you were working out of your home garage and you were only 19 years old? Well, that's the incredible story of JJ Kuti, who did exactly that. And this quote from JJ himself really says everything you need to know about this project. See, for him, it wasn't just about having some flashy car. It was about the process, the blood, the sweat, and that incredible feeling of creating something with your own two hands. And honestly, that's what makes the story so cool. So let's meet the guy behind the build. This is JJ Kuti from Fairhope, Alabama. And get this, at just 19 years old, his day job is as an aviation engine technician. Think about that for a second. He works on precision machinery that's built for incredible pressure and speed. And as you're about to see, he brought that exact same mindset from the airplane hangar right into his home garage. Now, to really get what drove this insane 60-day sprint, we've got to rewind a little bit, because this wasn't some random project he just decided to do. Oh no, this was a dream that had been brewing for years, an obsession that started way before that SEMA clock started ticking. This passion for cars is pretty much in his DNA. JJ grew up watching his dad, JD, wrenching on all sorts of cool projects, and that inspiration just stuck. Then, back in 2017, his dad brought home a BMW 335i, and that was it. JJ was hooked. By the time he was 16, he had his own BMW, a 328i, and he started modifying it right away. But that 335i, that was always the ultimate goal. He had this vision for it, to build something that would just shatter what everyone thought was possible with that car. And that brings us right here, to the main event. This is where the story just kicks into overdrive, turning that long-term dream into an all-out, insane race against time. The goal? The legendary SEMA show in Las Vegas. And the timeline? Well, it was nuts. Just 2 months. That's it. 60 days. That is all the time JJ and his dad had to take this car and turn it into a showstopper good enough for the SEMA floor. Now, if you've ever worked on a car, you know that 60 days is a crazy deadline for even a small job, let alone a complete, ground-up SEMA build. It's just unheard of. And we're not talking about a few bolt-ons here. The to-do list was massive. We're talking a brand new drivetrain, building a forged engine from the block up, a huge single-turbo conversion, a big brake kit, a full repaint, and a complete interior overhaul. Literally every single part of this car was going to be redone. Their garage was pure, organized chaos for 2 straight months. So the big question is, how in the world did they pull it off? Well, this next part is really the heart of the build, where that home garage ingenuity and a really special father-son bond came together to create something incredible. You can really break the whole build down into 4 main areas. First, under the hood, it was all about building a forged N54 engine and swapping in a modern transmission. For the outside, the look was aggressive, M-inspired, and mean. Inside, a totally custom cockpit. And of course, you need the wheels, tires, and brakes to handle all that power. It's so clear that every single piece of this was thought out. Okay, let's start with the heart of this thing. They built a forged N54 engine from the ground up, so it could handle some serious boost. A ported head lets it breathe better, and a massive single turbo kit gives it the power. But the real game changer here is that modern 8-speed automatic transmission swap. It brings modern-day performance and reliability to the table. Oh, and yeah, just for fun, a dual bottle nitro setup for when you really need to go fast. All right, now for the look. To get that killer stance, they basically pieced together the best of the BMW M-car world. An M3-style bumper with a carbon GTS lip, a carbon hood, and that iconic CSL-style trunk. The custom angel eye headlights give it this menacing look. And of course, you gotta have the full underglow kit to add that perfect show car touch. Inside, the attention to detail is just wow. We're talking a full custom suede headliner, pillars, the works, a carbon fiber steering wheel, a DCT sequential shifter. Even the seats are retrofitted from a newer F80 M3 CS. And the trunk, it's a work of art all by itself, perfectly displaying a 10-inch sub, those twin nitrous bottles, and a surge tank for the fuel system. It's beautiful. But with all that go, you need a whole lot of woe. To stop this thing, they threw on a massive R1 Concepts big brake kit. And to get all that power to the ground, the car's running staggered variant wheels with a super serious 18-inch beadlock wheel in the back to make sure those beefy tires don't slip and just hook up. So, this brings us to the finish line. After all those endless nights, the stress, and that impossible deadline, it was finally time to see if the dream could actually become a reality on the biggest automotive stage in the world. Which leads to the one question you have to ask, right? After 2 months of absolute chaos, pretty much living in the garage, pushing themselves to the limit, was it all actually worth it? And JJ's answer just says it all. He said the second they rolled into Vegas and saw that car under the SEMA lights, every single headache, every problem, it all just vanished. That feeling of accomplishment? Totally worth it. And the car was a huge hit, drawing massive crowds. But the thing that really blew people away wasn't just how good the build was, it was the story behind it. When people found out this thing wasn't built by some high-dollar shop, but by a father and son in their home garage, they were just stunned. It stopped being just a car and became this incredible personal story on wheels. But you know how it is with a builder like JJ. A huge debut at SEMA isn't the finish line. Nope. It's just the starting line for whatever comes next. So right now, the plan is simple. Just drive it. Enjoy the car, take it to shows, and share that amazing story. But a real builder's work is never really done. He's already planning to fine-tune the suspension and, of course, chase even more power. And the big dream? He wants to go back to SEMA in 2027 with a totally new build. You know, as one of the youngest builders to make this kind of impact at SEMA, JJ's story really sends a powerful message. It just goes to show you that with enough dedication and real passion, your age, your budget, none of that has to hold you back from doing something amazing. And that kind of leaves us with one final thought. This build is so much more than just a cool car. It's really about family, it's about mentorship, and it's about sharing a passion. So what happens when that love for creating something with your own hands gets passed down from a father to a son? Well, you get this. You get something truly extraordinary.